Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of April 17th. At our council meeting on Monday night, we all had the pleasure of being witness to the swearing in of 19 new full-time firefighters for the city of Bloomington. It's a significant step as Bloomington transforms from a predominantly paid on-call department to a hybrid model of full-time and part-time firefighters. You might remember that last fall, the fire department learned it was the recipient of a Staffing for Adequate Fire and Emergency Response grant, shortened to the very creative acronym of a SAFER grant. It's a big deal. The funds received through the SAFER grant enable Bloomington to hire 18 full-time firefighters to improve fire response times and to better meet the safety needs of the community. The SAFER grant provides 3 years of funding for those positions. The new firefighters bring a wealth of experience and skill to the department. Many previously worked as paid on-call firefighters for Bloomington, so they already live in and know the community. Others bring experience and perspectives from other communities. And the knowledge and proficiency they all bring has accelerated their training time, and you can expect to see them hard at work keeping Bloomington safe starting on May 1st. Congratulations to all of our new firefighters, and congratulations and thank you to Chief Yulee Seal and his entire command staff for their leadership throughout this process. Also on Monday night, the City Council made some procedural changes to the way the city administers ranked choice voting. Specifically, the Council changed the number of candidates that voters could rank and required write-in candidates to register ahead of time. Both changes are practical in nature, and neither change alters in any way the general process of ranked choice voting. As I'm sure you remember, in 2020, Bloomington residents went to the polls and voted in favor of a charter amendment that instituted ranked choice voting in our city elections. The new voting process only applies to our city elections, so the way that voters choose school board members or state elected officials didn't change. Ranked choice voting was used successfully in the 2021 municipal elections and will be used again this fall. However, the uniqueness of the 2023 city elections brings a bit of complication to ranked choice voting. In November, all 7 members of the City Council will be on the ballot. So, no matter where a voter lives in the city, there will be 4 ranked choice voting races on the ballot in front of that voter: the mayor's office, the 2 at-large City Council seats, and the City Council candidate for whichever district the voter is in. Also on the ballot will be the school board elections and the possibility of up to 3 local option sales tax questions. Now, this is a significant election, and accordingly, our city clerk's office is anticipating a turnout of about 40% of registered voters in Bloomington, or just under 22,000 ballots. This compares to a turnout of 26%, or 15,500 ballots, in 2021. Those details, they matter, because state law requires ballots to be 1 single sheet of paper, front and back, and Bloomington voting equipment allows for 3 columns across the ballot. Now, depending on the number of candidates that file for each office, the layout of the ballot could be a challenge. To get out in front of those potential challenges, the first modification was to change the number of candidates that a voter can rank from 6 to 3. The change doesn't limit the number of candidates who can file for the office. It simply sets the number of candidates that voters can rank at 3. Allowing for 3 ranked candidates will likely eliminate the ballot layout issues, and history shows that the typical number of candidates who file for any office, either pre-ranked choice voting or post-ranked choice voting, is about 3 or 4. So ranking 3 candidates as opposed to 6 won't be a dramatic change. The second change will require write-in candidates to register with the city at least 7 days before Election Day. Registration of write-ins will help speed up the vote tabulation and will make it easier for the public to read result statements. State law allows a charter city like Bloomington to require write-in candidates to register, and again, history shows this won't be a dramatic change in the way the voting process takes place. Bloomington's candidate filing period runs from August 1st to the 15th, and early voting begins on September 22nd. Election Day is November 7th. And finally today, on Monday night, staff presented an update to Council detailing how the city is working to make Bloomington's new strategic plan measurable. Staff also provided a preview of a new dashboard that will track the city's progress toward the goals laid out in the strategic plan. The first complete report will be available in July of 2023. As you likely know, hundreds of community members and city staff have been involved over the past few years in bringing the city's new 5-year strategic plan, Bloomington, Tomorrow, Together, to life. The community-driven plan resulted in an inspirational mission statement: to cultivate an enduring and remarkable community where people want to be. You may have heard this at one time or another, but I want to be sure people understand how comprehensive and thoughtful the BTT planning process has been. It started in the fall of 2021 with community events where residents and stakeholders shared their vision for what the future of Bloomington could look like. Then, community members and city staff formed 3 teams tasked with compiling and reacting to the community feedback. A core planning team met for more than 40 hours over 4 days and developed the original Bloomington Tomorrow Together plan. And afterward, action teams and a measurement team expanded on the core planning team's recommendations. In late 2022, another group of city staff gathered to create a measurable and actionable work plan based on the community's vision that will carry the work forward to help reach the community's goals. The work plan has 3 priorities with 9 desired outcomes, and staff has developed a variety of initiatives to support those desired outcomes. Here's the shorthand version of all that. Bloomington set a series of aspirational goals, laid out how those goals would be accomplished, and defined a work plan. And what we heard on Monday night was the outline of an internal plan to operationalize the BTT priorities and the desired outcomes. And we saw the template of a dashboard and quarterly progress report that will keep the council and the community up to date on progress. Staff will continue to refine and sharpen the dashboard and the quarterly reports to make them more neat and simple and to improve clarity, and they also plan to add graphics and images that will help tell the story. Staff also gave council a to-do list to monitor the quarterly reports, to support the efforts of the BTT teams, and to align resources as needed. Staff also gave the community a to-do list: stay informed, use the dashboard, and find opportunities to partner with the city's efforts. The BTT core planning team will reconvene in September for their yearly meeting, and the first annual report will be submitted in January of 2024. That will do it for this week's Council Minute. Thanks much for tuning in today. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.